Okay, so on the left-hand side of your screen, so if you have a look at your screen, on the left-hand side, you will see we have an AMRAP. An AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible. And we are going to do a kettlebell single arm row right-hand side. So we have our chair in play. We've got our left hand on the chair, and we're going to go into single arm row on the right-hand side. We're only going to do 1 rep on the first round. And then it's going to be seated press on the right-hand side. You'll note that I don't use the back of the chair because that's adding support. I'm putting the emphasis on my core. If I'm struggling and I need support, I then utilize the back of the chair. So I'm going to do a single arm press on the right-hand side, and then I'm going to hold that bell on my chest, and I'm going to do a single leg pistol squat on the right-hand side. I'm then going to repeat on the left. Left arm row, left arm seated press, left leg pistol squat. I'm then going to go swing 1 on the right, squat 1 on the right, snatch 1 on the right, and then clean and jerk 1 on the right. And then I'm going to repeat on the left. Swing it, squat it, snatch it, clean and jerk on the left. And then the next round, I'm going to do 2 reps of everything. So 2 single arm row on the right, 2 overhead press. And then the third time through, I'm going to do 3 of everything. So every time I finish a round, I add 1 more to the rep count on my AMRAP. Now, down the bottom of your screen on the left, you'll see a 4-minute clock. That's going to be ticking over. And every 4 minutes, that's going to beep. And the first beep is going to be 20 butterfly crunch. That's where we lie on our back, we have the soles of our feet together, our knees are falling out, touch the floor beyond the head, and we're gonna sit up and touch those toes for 20 reps. As soon as you complete your 20 reps, you just get back into your AMRAP and carry on as normal. And then in 4 minutes time later, you're gonna get another beep, and it's gonna be 20 hand release push-ups. Do your 20 hand release push-ups as quick as you can, and then just get back into where you were on the AMRAP and carry on. So every 4 minutes, you're gonna have to get out of the AMRAP, do 20 reps, and then get back into the AMRAP again and just keep going for 40 minutes on the AMRAP. So if you have any questions, ask me, and I can demonstrate or I can answer them. If not, let's get into our warm-up. So first things first, if you just mute your screen, or sorry, not your screen, your microphone, and then we'll be able to get into our warm-up. All right, so quick mute, and then into our warm-up. All right, so starting in the warm-up, we're gonna go into our lunges. We're gonna keep our feet nice and wide on opposite rails. As we stride forward, drop the knee to the floor, squeeze the abs, push through the sole of the foot, and stand back up tall again. So big inhale, step forward, big exhale, squeeze abs, and push through sole of foot. And we're just looking to mobilize the ankles, the knees, the hips, and then get those stomach muscles working as well. So big stride forward, and inhale as we go. Big exhale as we push ourselves back to standing again. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go into squats. Just bodyweight squats, pushing back down through the hips. The knees get driven out into a V because the toes are pointing out into a V. So the knees are going in the same direction the toes are pointing. That's the one, so keep that going, nice and slow, increasing the range of movement, emphasizing soles of the feet, maintaining contact with the floor. So next rep, you're gonna freeze at the bottom. You're gonna push your knees out with your elbows, hook your fingers under your toes, raise your bum as high as you can, get the hamstrings and lower back, and then sit yourself down into a squat. 3 seconds at the bottom, pushing the knees out with the elbows. Keep the fingers under the toes, raise those hips up again for a further 3. So we're just repping 3 low, 3 high. I like to change the weight from left to right when I'm high so I can emphasize the hamstring and the glute on one side more than the other. That's it. So a couple more reps. And then we're going to walk ourselves out into the plank position. We're going to bring our right foot forward beside our right hand. You can drop that left knee to the floor, it's fine. And it's a big arm rotation. And then down, change hands, change feet. And then it's a big arm rotation. Down, change hands, change feet. So we're just rotating through the T-spine. That's the thoracic spine, shoulder blades essentially, as much as we can, and also getting a nice hip flexor stretch. So with today's session, it's not going to be crazy high tempo, but you got to work your way through the exercises, work your way through the reps, work your way through the AMRAP, keep going, and then every 4 minutes, we just get sidetracked for a few minutes, and then we get back into it. Okay, and onto our backs. Best breakdance move to get on our backs. Heels on the floor, drive your hips up into the sky, butt cheeks tight at the top, hamstrings tight on the way up and down, and rep it out. So we're driving those hips as high as we can. And here I am, as usual, yawning. Whenever I get into bridging I always start yawning. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's get one leg in play now. Take the other leg out of the equation. 3 or 4 reps. And then we change to the other side. We're just getting those hamstrings and glutes firing. So every 3 or 4 reps, we're just changing from one side to the other. That's it. Almost into it now. So remember, it's right side for the first 3 exercises, left side for the next 3 exercises, and then it's right side for 4, left side for 4. Okay, and up we come. Okay, so get your bell, and it'll take a couple of seconds. You might have to run back to the screen every now and then for the first round or so, just to get the technique in and get the reps and the exercises. But take your time, work your way through. So everything is 1 rep. Everything is 1 rep. So it's going to take you about 30 to 40 seconds to get through the majority of this first round. So if you have any problems, any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, I will get the music started. What if I die here? That's not the music I'm looking for. There we go. All right. We're going to start on the AMRAP. 40 minutes on the clock. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So it's going to be a single arm row on the right for 1. And then it's a seated overhead press for 1. Pistol squat for 1. We're going to go left arm row, 1. Left arm press for 1. Pistol squat on the left for 1. And we're going to swing it for 1 on the right. I'm going to squat it for 1 on the right. I'm going to snatch it for 1 on the right. Clean and jerk. And then I'm going to repeat that. Swing it, 1. Squat it, 1. Snatch it, 1. And then clean jerk for 1. Back to the top and go 2 on everything. Row for 2. Press for 2. Pistol for 2. And then we repeat that on the left. Technique always beats tempo, remember? Remember your posture. And back to 3s. So think of your hips as a slingshot and your abs and your lats. Let's keep the tension along with the hamstrings. So in 1 minute and 40 seconds, you've got to make a mental note what exercise you stopped on and the number of reps you needed to do on that. Then we go and do 20 butterfly crunch, and then we come back and pick up where we left off. And that's going to creep up on you very quickly.
Crank it, love it when you hear me go. Crank it, love it when you hear me go. Crank it, love it when you hear me go. Crank it, love it when you
30 seconds away from our 20 butterfly crunch.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way
Look at
up.
that. Perfectly timed with the end of round 3. Hit the floor now, guys. Remember the number and exercise you were on. Put a pin in it. Do 20 butterfly crunch. And then come back and pick up where you left off. So remember with the butterfly crunch, soles of those feet stay together, floor to toes.
Shout it what you want, I got what you need. Shout it what you want, I got what you need.
Touch the floor beyond the head with every rep. Otherwise, you're going to end up throwing yourself out from a range of movement.
Bentley coupes and Rolexes. Kicked the out the room and gave her no breakfast. Had to stash the jewels, these is so reckless. Keep my on cruise, I'm talking no nothing. Down showing off for new things. Couldn't take it off.
When you're
so
finished
I
with
gave
20
her
crunch,
chain. She called
pick
me
back
top
up where you
shot,
left
yeah, I
off.
keep a few things. Champion sound, yeah, I got a few rings and I'm all the way up. All the way up. And you can stay up. And you can stay up. And if you ask anybody where I live, they point to the hills and say, go all the way up. Oh, all the way up. Go all the way up. Go all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the
Those
way
pistol
up.
squats are getting tough. So start thinking about your scaling. And scaling is the three forms. Remove the weight. And if that doesn't help, then introduce a support, whether it's a chair or table or a wall, or even your foot in front. If that still doesn't work, then we start playing with the range of movement and reduce that. So remove, introduce, reduce. Pistols. We're a minute 45 away from 20 hand release push-ups. Getting tough now. Keep an eye on that form. Remember, technique is always the focus. Oh, 30 seconds away from 20 pound release push-ups. Hand release push-ups. Drop it, note where you dropped, And let's get into those push-ups. Use the whole palm. Squeeze the abs. Exhale as you push away. Back to where I left off. 2 pistols left on the right. And the whole idea is we keep moving at all times. There's a bunch of Spanish and Italian students standing outside the window right now laughing at me. Oh, waving. Yeah. Woo. So as those sets start to increase in reps, you're going to need to start taking short little rests every now and then. Make sure you justify them by working with the correct technique when you're working, and also making sure the rest period is the bare minimum. Abs stay tight. Minute 15 away from our butterfly crunch. Okay. 6 reps. 28 seconds. Then we're into our butterfly crunch. Okay, butterfly crunch, hit the floor, 20 reps, let's go. Remember, we're training, why we're training, who it's for. Think about all those delicious endorphins. Keep your sugar. I'll have endorphins, please. All right, so as soon as you finish those butterflies, back to where you left off. Woo. Just keep moving. That's the key. Whew. So pick your rest, aim to get to it unbroken, specify how much you're going to spend on rest, and stick to it. You got to be tough to yourself. We're 1 minute away from push-ups. Six reps. Wow, that's tiring. And it's only 6. And push-ups. Oh, there's 2 reps short of finishing there. Wow. Those push-ups were a lot harder that time round. Left side. 2. Sevens. Whoop, whoop. Remember, we're focusing on the muscles we're targeting with each movement. Don't worry about if you think you're going too slow. Focus on the technique. That will get you the best return. Tempo gets you nothing unless the technique is 100%. Two minutes from butterflies. Remember, on your pistols, use that chair underneath you. It's your safety net. control down full range through the hips, not the knees. Stay with me. Oh. In a minute 25, when we start our butterfly crunch, that's marking the halfway point. Oh, yeah. All right. 1 minute. Oh, I am not looking forward to the AMRAP round. Whew. I always find I'm so much stronger my left leg with pistols than my right. You always have a stronger side. Don't freak out, that's why we're doing these. Isolate the weaker side. Bring it up to speed. Okay, hip the deck, butterfly crunch, floor to toes, keep those heels in, close to your butt cheeks. Think about the abs being worked. Think about how they're working. As soon as you finish that, pick up where you left off. Hold on. Oh, snatch. Whew. So we're well over the halfway now. Takes longer to go back to the start. You may as well keep pushing on to the finish line. Whew. Minute 35.
Sometimes you know, what else can we do when we're feeling low? So take a deep breath and let it go. You shouldn't be drowning on your own. And if you're feeling sinking, I will jump right over into cold water for you.
Minute 10. And then it's push-up territory.
Take us into different places. I will still be patient with you. I won't let go. I'll be a lifeline tonight, and I won't let go. I'll be a lifeline.
So remember, the first thing that goes is your posture when you're tired. So you got to make sure your shoulder blades are pinned back chest is popped out. Your abs are tight. You've got the right contact with the floor. Whether it's your hand or foot on the full surface area. This is helping to transfer energy. Whew. 15 seconds, we got our push-ups. Okay, push-ups. Let's go. Remember what I was saying? Small surface area through the palms. Squeeze on those abs. Shoulders are back. Press 8. Whew. You are 15 minutes away from high five territory. Keep moving, earn them. Don't shirk on that range of movement. If anything, you should be exaggerating it when you're tired. Get away from that for a few seconds. Pistols. Woo. Remember your 3 scaling points. Remove the weight, introduce the support, reduce the range of movement. Try the first one. If you still need help, go to the second. If you still need help, go to the third. Minute 10, and then we're into our butterflies again. Whew. Oh, wow. 8 pistols when your fatigue is tough to maintain posture on. 30 seconds. Okay, butterflies. soon as you finish those butterflies, which are getting tougher, whew, you get straight back in where we left off. It's gonna take you a couple of seconds to remember where you were. Oh yeah, snatch. Yep. Spiky heart rate. 2.5. And then we're back to our push-ups. Get as much as you can done before we get there. Bring it on the left. Minute 25 push-ups. Posture. Oh, I'm getting in trouble with myself now. I missed my squats there. I gotta go back and get them. I'm actually impressed. I thought I'd be losing train of my thoughts earlier than my 8th rep round. Oh me. Push-ups in 3. Hit the deck. Your last set of push-ups, is it? No, it's second last. Five more. Come on. Back in. Yeah. Woo. Three minutes. Then we're into our butterflies. It's just blurring from one set of push-ups into one set of butterflies, and then trying to remember where we were in between. Stay with me. Ay, ay, ay. No bueno. 2.5. my mortal enemy, pistol squats. Here we go. 9s. I'm gonna go 3, 3, 3. Oh, 90 seconds for more butterflies. Minute 8. 1 minute, 8 seconds. Woo. If this is your first session doing this, train with the trainer, you're gonna feel it tomorrow. Oh, lucky. I love those DOMs. Feeling of accomplishment. Remember your posture. Butterfly, hit the deck. You're inside the last 4 minutes. Stay honest. And again, you pick up where you left off. If anything, you should be even more ruthless with yourself as you approach the finish line. So as soon as you've got this last 3 minutes done, it's gonna beep and we're gonna finish on our hand release push-ups. "90 seconds. Oh, wow. Left side is dead. 5 seconds, we're down to push-ups. 3. And push-ups, let's go, last 20. Stay honest. When you hit 20, rest. Keep that going all the way to the home. Nice work. Okay, guys. Take a breather, grab some water. And if your breathing is as heavy as mine, you might need to get checked out because I'm getting worried. Okay, well done. So again, control the breathing in through nose, out through mouth. And let's slow the heart rate down, and then we'll get into our cool down stretches. Okay, so feet nice and wide. Stick the butt out the back, and then drop those hands to the floor. And again, use this time to control that breathing in through nose, out through mouth. And we're just slowing everything down. And as you get more and more into that stretch, as the body relaxes more and more, spread the feet wider, push back through the hips, and just let the shoulder blades open, and the upper body just hangs to the floor. So the backs of the legs all the way up from the heels through to the back of the knees, everything in between. And the same up to the glutes, glutes over the lower back, into the middle upper back. Shoulder blades to shoulder sockets releasing the grip, and the arms just hanging. In through nose, out through mouth. Okay, so from there, we're gonna drop our left knee onto the floor, our right foot's in front. Our 2 hands or 2 elbows are on top of the knee. And we're just gonna tip that knee forward like a throttle, but we're gonna make sure that that heel doesn't lift off the floor. If that heel lifts off the floor, we move the foot slightly further forward until we've got a stretch on the hip flexor. That's on the left side, top of the thigh through the belt line into the lower abs. And again, relaxing through the shoulder blades, letting that body become as heavy as possible. And just sinking down into that stretch. So well done today, guys. That was a good, tough session. It's simple in its format, but the fact that it's every 4 minutes just constantly getting broken up and the reps are changing. Change sides if you haven't already. And they're constantly changing the reps and jumping from one discipline to the next. Just keeps the interest up, keeps the focus there because it's small, manageable sets of exercises. But my God, does that ramp your heart rate up, and it keeps it up there. So I would gamble, little to no muscle left behind in that session. We got pretty much everything. We got everything on the back of the body. We got everything on the front, quads, hip flexors, abs, chest, triceps, shoulders, top, middle, and back. We got our lats, we got our lower back, we got our glutes, hamstrings, even our calves to a degree. Okay, up we come, guys. Big breath in through the nose. Hold it and release it out the mouth. And that, guys, is your lot. Start your week on a high. Well done. That's Monday. I will see you Wednesday.